When a Story Ends. This is another song that dates all the way back to the early 2000s. It's funny, I've been writing, but so much of what went on the Beat Up Old Piano album and this album are things that have been backed up for a while. It was about time to do something with this backlog of songs, and so it's probably next year's project and the year after when you'll start to hear the music I've been writing just recently. Although there are some of the tunes on these two albums are pretty new, but a lot of them date back a ways. This song, I wrote this after my dad's store closed in 2000, about February of 2004. And it was a period of transition. Life goes through these cycles sometimes where it just seems like everything changes. Like your best friend. Have you ever noticed how it's like in the same year, it's like your best friend will move to a different town. You'll get a different job. You'll move to a different house. And your dog will die. And it's like, that's a lot of things that were part of your day-to-day life changed in a period of time. And I see, it seems like every 7 to 10 years I go through these cycles where everything changes. And I'm kind of in one right now. And so it's kind of appropriate that this is the final track on this album and that it's coming out this year because I'm in a period of transition. I turned 40. My family, my nuclear family welcomed its first grandchild. My dog passed away. We may be looking at relocation. I mean, there's a bunch of different things happening in my life right now, and so this song feels very appropriate to me. But all it is saying, when a story ends, a new one starts. And it feels sad to say goodbye to something that you've become used to, something that you've enjoyed. But the times ahead are fun too. So this song has kind of a somber feeling because it's about, there is a recognition in there. It says the times ahead can all be just as fun. So I'll say goodbye and have one last cry, and then tomorrow I'll start to move on. So there is a recognition that the times ahead are going to be good, and that the adventures yet to come are just as good as the ones that you've had. But this is still when you're a little bit in the grieving process. Wow. This part of my life is over. And it feels that way when you get to the end of a big creative project too. I'm almost done at the time that I'm filming this. I'm almost done mixing down this album, and I'm going to be sad to stop working on it. And at the same time, I'm ready to stop working on it. So, but when you give months or years of your life to something and then it comes to an end and it's time to start something new, it's emotional. And that's all this song is it's capturing that. And it's something, this is the first song I ever wrote. When I finished it, I went, okay, I'm actually now this is a really good song. Like, this is a song that somebody could cut and have a hit with, and I hope it's me. But if it's not me, I hope somebody does. And it was like, it was a real step forward for me as a songwriter, because you write a lot of crappy songs before you're writing the good ones. And this was the first one that I actually thought was a great tune that I came up with, and I'm very proud of it. And it's got a very anthemic feel to the chord progression. it's very, I don't know, it feels big. The lyrics are general, and they're general on purpose rather than being specific, because I want this to be something that everyone can. I didn't want to make it about a specific event in my life, even though I was writing specifically about the changes in my life at the time, particularly the store closing and moving to a different chapter in my life professionally. But I want this song to be able to mean whatever it means to anyone, because whatever transition you're going through, this is going to be applicable. So I tried to keep the words nice and generic for that purpose, so that you could get lost in the general feeling of it. And it means a lot to me. I've played this one. Of all the songs that I've written, I've probably played this one live the most. And I look forward to it. It would be a very good concert closer, and I probably will do a lot of that. Well, before I have to come back and play Piano Man anyway. So I hope you enjoy it.
Everybody wants me to feel better. They tell me everything will be okay. Deep inside my heart, I do believe them, but I'm not ready to feel that way. Constant is that everything will change now and then. I just need another day for sorrow, and then I'll get back on my feet again. When a story start to move on. When you have to walk away from something you love, when you close the book on part of who you've been, it's like a long-time friend of yours is dying. You know things can't be the same again. When a story ends, a new one begins, and the times ahead can all be just as fun. So I'll say goodbye and have one last cry, then tomorrow I'll start to move on. I guess that's how life goes. We're just along for the ride. So love what you have now, but be ready to say when a story ends, a new one begins, and the times ahead can all be just as fun. So I'll say goodbye and have one last cry, then tomorrow I'll start to move on. say goodbye and have one last cry. Then tomorrow I'll start to move